Hey everyone, this is Cathy. Welcome to my channel, or welcome back if you've seen some of my videos previous to this one. So today I wanted to talk to you guys about a purchase that I had made on Amazon a couple of weeks ago because I was diligently searching for an everyday carry for my Hobonichi Sneaker Weeks Mega 2020. Looking a lot on social media and seeing so many different planner cover options that included the pen loop and card slots. A lot of those items range in the hundreds of dollars, and it's just not something that I was comfortable with purchasing at that price because I know I have a tendency to want to change it up. So I decided to do some searching on Amazon one day, and it's actually funny because I do a lot of board searching on Amazon, and I would just type in, Hobonichi Weeks, and there would be a large variety of different things that would come up. And this particular cover that I have here wasn't showing up, and then all of a sudden day it showed up, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this? Let me post this on social media to see if anybody's used this particular brand before." And then everyone started like, "Oh, it's available," and they started purchasing it. And I was like, "Whoa, wait a minute! Apparently, this has kind of been a long-waited item, and I better hurry up and purchase it if I want to use it sometime this year." So what you're looking at today is the Moterm leather cover for Hobonichi Weeks. It includes, like I said, a pen loop and card slots, and this is the milled purple, and it's sold by Moterm on Amazon for $35.99. That's US dollars. So yeah, let's just kind of go through, and I what I want to do is show you the cover itself, but then also everything that I'm going to be carrying in this cover. I think that would be beneficial, right? Because if you're, depending on how minimal or how much you like to have with you as an everyday carry, you need to know if this is going to work for you. So here's the cover itself. It's like a purple color. Sometimes in the certain light it actually looks maroon, but it's more of a purple. And let me just apologize with this shading going on here. My lighting situation isn't very best at home, but I do this because I enjoy it. I enjoy talking to people and just having that one-sided conversations because you're not actively listening to me and engaging back as I talk, but it's just something I do for hobby. So my setup isn't professional. Here we go. So I'm going to go and open it up, snap enclosure. It's actually really soft leather. It doesn't smell. It reminds me of a new belt smell. You'll immediately see here that there's this nice pocket here that you have. It doesn't go all the way in. It kind of stops to where these cards would stop. We have a cover here that goes all the way to the end of this cover. And then you have another slot here. Two lovely bookmarks that you can choose to remove or use. You have another slot here that goes all the way to the end of this side of the cover. Another slot here that's a little bit shorter in the width but the same length. And then you have this tiny slot here in the pen loop. On the back side, there is no cover at all, and there is not any additional pockets. I know that was something that people would ask a lot on Facebook. It's just what you see here within the cover. So yeah. So the card slots are pretty deep. I mean, except for this one, I probably would not use this for anything extremely important, maybe something decorative. But I mean, most of these slots are pretty deep, so I feel pretty secure in using this as an everyday carry. Uh, just go through that for you. All right, so that's the cover. For the price, it really is visually appealing, and it also feels really good in the hand. It's a very soft material. All right, so with that, let me go ahead and show you everything that I will be putting into this particular cover. So I'm going to set this aside for a sec. So the first thing I will have in here is going to be the Hobonichi pen that comes with the order if you ordered it directly from Japan's Hobonichi website, which in my case I did. Here is my planner. This is the Sneaker Mega. I have some stickers here that I will be including in my everyday carry. These are my everyday carry cards, $1, because that's all the cash I have on me right now because I have a 14-year-old. a bunch of coupons that I want to try and have on hand all the time with the holidays and so forth. And I have this little paper clip to keep those together. These are two large standard pieces of paper that I have folded up. One's a reservation and one's um, order for an x-ray. I have a Hobonichi notebook that I intend on keeping with me always. The Hobonichi pencil board. I have some reusable tabs that I may or may not put in throughout the months. What I'll do is I will create the tab that I need at that point, and if it no longer becomes valid, I'll put it here because I might need to repurpose it at some point. But this is how I plan to keep those other tabs. Excuse me. A couple pictures of my handsome boys. Here's some sticky notes. Here is a clear cover. More sticky notes. Oops. Another card I'll be storing in there. This little die cut for November that has the Sunday start, which comes in handy for the US folks. It's not used to the Monday start. This is just a little decoration that I've kind of kept with me. I have this clip, two ollie clips, and another paper clip that came with the Cocoa Daisy kit that's Thanksgiving themed. Or actually, it should be everyday themed, right? Just being thankful in general or grateful, whatever. Anyway, that's that, and this. Um, so let me go ahead and pack it up for you, and I would like you to watch if you're interested. The one thing I will not have in here is any washi samples. For me, the only time I'll be putting washi in here is when I am doing the planning for that week. So it's not something that I feel like I need to have in my everyday carry. But then now that I think about it, it may be handy to have tape handy, not necessarily for your planning needs, but for any other needs. So I might actually keep that. We'll see. Anyway, so for the purposes of what I have here, let me show you how I plan on setting it up. And I'm sorry the table keeps shaking. I get really excited and get too aggressive with the table, and then that happens. So I apologize. I will try to be more mindful about that if it makes you sick. Because it makes me sick when I'm seeing another video. No, I'm just kidding. It doesn't. Okay, so I'm going to scoot this aside. So now you see everything that I'll have in this cover. Let's just start packing. All right, so I am going to. Actually, let me do this first. I'm going to move this aside. I'm going to use this clear cover. It's not a cover on cover, I think is the term. It's just I believe, a jelly cover that I had purchased from someone on Etsy. You will notice that there's some shimmer to it because there was a piece of crafting paper that had nice, cute deco from Happy Scrappy, and it didn't like being in here, so it decided to rub off and stay with me forever. I gotta figure out how to wipe that off, but I removed the piece of scrapbook paper because now I'm disappointed that that is in there. Anyway, all right, so here's the cover that I'll be using. When I ordered this cover, you had the option of putting different card slots in here. So I have these here. Excuse me, I'll show you. I have this. There's these two here. I have this, and then I have actually three sections here. When I got this, my intention was to use this as an everyday carry, but then now it's more just I think it's going to serve a cover just to protect the Hobonichi sneakers, just because of the way the cover is made. And so you have the option of also to put the elastic band, which I have here. You get to pick the color. I picked pink because it matched my sneakers. But anyway, I'm going on a tangent. I'm sorry, guys. Focusing back. So let me get my weeks, and I'm gonna put it in. The next thing I have, um, I do have my pictures, so I like to put this one here of my youngest, and I will actually be putting my oldest in this slot here. Um, I will be putting. So this is a little business card holder that I had found on Amazon, I believe. No, excuse me. I found this on eBay, and then one day I purchased some stickers from Style Planner and found that they fit perfectly. So I will be using this to carry these little stickers and any other little stickers that I have at home, because I will not be purchasing anymore for this year, for this new year coming up. Okay, so this is going to go here. And then I have these Cocoa Daisy stickers that I will be putting here. This is stuff that I plan on using from now and through until the end of December. Anything else, I don't. I try to keep my daily or stickers that I'll be using kind of within the month. So that will be there. And I think that's all I want to put in here for now. So let me go ahead and get the cover. Actually, let me set this here first. So we have this notebook that I will use. Actually, the purpose of this particular book is, think of it as perpetual collections, the collections that may or may not change as frequently year to year. And sometimes you don't want to rewrite the collections in the book, right? Or sometimes you don't need them right away, but you like to have them on hand. So I have, so this particular little book will be for birthdays and other dates, medical history and list, passwords, important info, contact information, and bill list. And I put a little pocket here just in case I want more pockets. I got kind of pocket happy. Yeah, so that's that, which I will be putting here. All right, now for important business cards. So I have this card here. You can see it actually fits, it goes down quite a bit. It's actually a medical card. Another medical-ish card. The money card. And this card, oops. So you see now I have these items that are in the pockets. You can see how chunky it's, I wouldn't say getting chunky. It's, it's beefing up a little bit, but it's still decent. I actually will be placing this gal here. This little fox, I put him here. Oh, these sticky notes actually, I do have sticky notes. Oh, I have another pocket here too. So I have this section here for sticky notes. And I have these for sticky notes. But I will be using these. Let me put this in. Ooh. Oh, they stick, right? So you can just, you can put them like this if you wanted to, really. Excuse me. These are important papers that I need to have on hand, but I won't need them right away. I know those are dates coming up, so I'll kind of stick that in the back of the wallet. The pencil board, I will be keeping it back here. Nifty coupons. Nifty coupons. Here. That's why I put the paper clip actually, so they wouldn't have the one-offs that kind of fly out. So that will be there. My money, actually, I'm sorry, this one, my plan was to put it back here. And my money, my $1 bill will go right here. And then I have this paper clip, just as a reminder that I need to do some reading. And okay, so these clips here, what I like to do is, this particular clip will be, for now, because there's not so much space in between. I have my December. I will have this here. It's more decorative. It's not really functional because I already have this. And then there's the bookmarks. There's so many different ways to hold your page in the world, in the planner environment, but this really is just decoration. Okay. My Ollie clip will be placed here. This is decoration only, honestly. It comes in handy. I saw this from someone else's plan with me. It kind of serves as a magnet, so it kind of keeps that shut. Because this is a calendar, I will be putting this here in case I need to see it immediately without opening my everyday carry Hobonichi. There's a date right there I need. Now that I have everything in my wallet, probably wondering, where will I be sticking this so that it's secured and flushed into the wallet? And the question is, I guess it just depends on your personal preference. Me personally, The other day I was trying this out. So what I did is I'm like, maybe I need to punch in some holes and do like the traveler's notebook that some people do, but then I don't want to do that to the project and mess up the material. So then I was like, oh, well, I can just kind of throw it in and maybe go this way. But then it was like, falling out a little bit. At one point, I did think about putting the Hobonichi in the wallet entirely. So you have like, the front and back, or excuse me, the front and back inserted directly into the wallet. So that kind of serves as the cover. Um, but I like to have this. I like to be able to take it out and use it right away if I need to. And if it's inside the wallet, it becomes I feel like I always have to have this with me. Like for an example, I had a meeting I had to attend for my son at school. I didn't want to take all of this. I just wanted to take this so I could make notes in the back or what have you. So as an everyday carry, I do like having a place for it in this wallet, but I don't want to have to put it in there if it's not necessary, I guess. Anyway, how I planned to use this now is actually this here. This is going to kind of be like a little foot in the door, don't fall out, just stay where you are. And then I do have the bookmarks to keep it in place. Now, some people have used I've seen on Facebook when this came out, people were trying to figure out how can I use my cover on cover and still use this, because even if you're not using the Mega, you're using kind of like the standard. You have the nice cover on cover that you don't specifically made for the sneakers, which I don't know why. Anyway, they were cutting parts of the cover on cover so you could have it, so you could insert it completely into the book. I don't want to do that. So I was like, oh, I'll just use this particular slot just to keep it kind of like a placeholder for it. Oh my God, I'm totally shaking the desk. I'm so sorry. So that's an idea. I also took the cover on cover out completely and then just inserted it the back page, inserted the back piece into here. That's also an option, but this is kind of how I plan on using it for now. So that is there. You'll see there's the way I have my book set up. So I have my tabs all along the monthlies, not during the week, not through the weeklies, because that's where I felt is more functional for me. But then that's also good because then the pen is not in the way of bending any of the tabs that you might have on the weeklies or whatnot. So that'll be flushed this way, put in nicely. Oh wait, I had an extra ollie clip that I wanted to put in here just in case. So I'll put that there. Because this isn't enough, this isn't enough, this isn't enough. I don't have enough ways to hold my page, so I clearly need a small ollie clip, right? All right, so there. Let me snap it. And there you go. So it does look a little crammed, right? Because in here it's like squishy, but that doesn't bother me, especially for the price, you guys. I mean, there's plenty that I can carry in here for now. My planning style for like the weeklies will be mostly functional, and I feel up to it. I might put some washi in there and some like small emoji character type stickers. I don't plan on doing sticker kits. One, because I've seen that it bulks up planners, but then also it makes it a little funky when you're trying to write on the next week that maybe not have stickers. It can get a little bumpy, and I didn't want to do that. So my hope is just to kind of keep it functional and a little bit of decoration, and also an effort to preserve the size as much as possible, which I know it'll get bulky just in normal wear and tear. And you know what? If I get to a point where this doesn't fit anymore, then I might be open to purchasing a different type of cover. But I want to use this as long as I can. And then also as it gets chunkier, maybe I don't carry coupons with me anymore. Maybe I don't. I have to just kind of reconfigure what this will look like for me. So I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have any questions, feel free to drop down below. Consider subscribing. If you enjoy my content, ask questions, like, dislike. The floor is yours, guys and gals. So I appreciate your participation today. If you stayed with me this long in this video, I hope you have a great Thanksgiving or a great weekend coming up for those that don't. Either way, enjoy your day and have an amazing life with or without a plan. Take care. Bye.